Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Raina Sheikh, and I welcome you all on this anniversary, ninth anniversary of the Global GHK. Share this. Okay. So, welcome to the ninth anniversary of Global GHK. The information given in this presentation is for educational purpose only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical services. Participants shall consult their medical doctors for health reasons before using anything that is disclosed during the course of this presentation. Students should not use any of the different information given in this presentation while writing their examinations. I start by paying my gratitude to Dr. Hahnemann, the father of homeopathy, Dr. Hammer, the father of GHK. Both have been putting light into my practice for the last 25 years. I also thank Team Usher Clinic for helping me in the preparation of the PPTs and this presentation. Thank you all. Okay. So, German New Medicine, as we know, how does it help us in our practice? So, a simple, fear free understanding of pathology and healing. Pathology, which we consider as something dangerous has happened to a person, or something, the functions have been disturbed, and big names are given, and then it becomes a fear. So, pathology is not an enemy, it is a meaningful biological survival process. So, there has been some conflict, the body is reacting in certain way so that the disturbance which is caused during the conflict can be removed and it can come into its normotonia or the normal process. German New Medicine is truly a boon to mankind. It frees the human beings from fear of suffering and explains this behind every symptom and reminds us that body is intelligent and self-healing by nature. Just as light removes darkness without fighting it, GNM removes fear by bringing understanding because it gives new awareness, new courage, and new trust in the light in the life itself. So now we are aware that every symptom is a part of is a meaningful biological special program. So, when we know this, we are able to quickly overcome the fear and the panic, because in a state of panic, we are unable to make wise decisions. We are not able to think properly and we are not able to come to solutions. So, when we are free from fear after knowing it through the GHK knowledge, we can fully concentrate on conflict resolution. So, conflict resolution and preventive healing. There is no one fixed solution to resolve a conflict. Every conflict depends on individual life situations. Practical solutions work best and last longer. Healing symptoms are directly proportional to the intensity and the duration of the conflict. So, for example, if say two people are suffering from common cold, okay, so it say for right example is rhinitis. So, as we all know from the knowledge of GHK, that there has been a scent conflict or a stink conflict, or means there has been some irritating situation, annoying person, but there could be different situations from which the person is going. Say one, if it is a child and he has to go to school and he finds it very annoying to get up in the morning, and the mother is continuously after that child, oh, please get up, get ready, wear your uniform and things, and he is getting irritated, that could be the sting conflict for the child. But for an elderly person at workplace, an annoying boss could be the sting conflict. So the situation is different. So in both the cases, the conflict resolution will be a little different from each other. How to downgrade a conflict? By giving partial solutions, changing change in the attitude or perception of a person, emotional distancing or distraction. This is true preventive medicine. The earlier we learn GNM, the better prepared we are for healing. Because when we know that that this normally, according to the knowledge of GNM, we already know that when the conflict has set in, when the conflict is active, there is hardly any symptom. But the pain, the lethargy, the weakness, the discharges are all part of the healing phase. So, when you know that this is the healing phase going on, you do not panic regarding that, and the healing is very beautiful. So, during the conflict active phase, when a person experiences sudden emotional conflict, the body goes into a stress phase. Once this conflict is resolved, the body automatically enters the healing phase. During this time, symptoms like tiredness, pain, swelling, fever, as I have spoken earlier, inflammation, night sweats, or discharges may appear. These symptoms are not a sign that the disease is increasing or the disease is getting worse. Disease, by disease, I mean the special biological program. So, they actually show that the body is repairing and healing the affected organ. Many times, these healing symptoms are misunderstood as infections or serious symptoms such as cancer, because if there is out of proportion growth of the cell and things like that, we generally come to a diagnosis of cancer. Because of this misunderstanding, fear and panic arise, especially after it has been diagnosed. Usually the patient has a conflict, he goes for the checkups and the investigations, and when there is a diagnostic, a big name comes in front of him, maybe a cancer or whatever it is, and then that sets in another conflict. So fear creates new stress in the mind, which can trigger new biological conflicts and disturb the healing process. In fact, it will worsen the health of the patient. This may lead to complications and prolonged illness. The body has an inbuilt intelligence to heal itself. The fear is the main factor that interferes with this process. So, what is German New Medicine? It is a new consciousness. German New Medicine is not just a new medical system, but a new way of thinking. It teaches us that human body has a natural intelligence and a strong self-healing power. Every cell works with biological wisdom, just like all living beings in nature. By understanding the five biological laws discovered by Dr. Hammer, we reconnect with the nature and slowly become free from fear. This is very important when you are diagnosed with certain things. So, GNM also reminds us that no medicine or device can remove an emotional conflict. True healing happens when we understand, accept, and resolve conflicts, respecting the deep emotional and spiritual aspect of healing. The true healer is the patient himself. So, what is the role of the practitioner and the support system? So, a GNM practitioner supports healing without interfering with the nature. Not every conflict should be resolved too fast. Sudden resolution can cause healing crisis. Proper understanding helps anticipate complication and manage healing safely. Gentle support may be needed to slow down intense healing without stopping it. So, in short, the patient, with the help of the practitioner, facilitates the healing, and this healing can be very beautiful. Healing happens on the three levels: the body, mind, and the emotions all at once. Complications should not be ignored. Now, this is also another important aspect. When the conflict is resolved and the healing process starts, there could be certain complications which we should not ignore. For example, during the healing phase, a person may feel extremely tired and weak, sometimes unable to get out of the bed. This is actually a good sign, showing that the body has entered a deep repair mode and is using its energy for healing. Healing may come with pain, swelling, inflammation, night sweats, or discharges. These are normal healing reactions, but if very intense, they can cause complications like heavy bleeding or temporary organ problems, so they should not be ignored. Some complications occur at the brain level due to swelling during the healing. So, cooling the head and avoiding heat, saunas, hot baths, direct sunlight with replenishing with excess fluids help keep the healing process safe. The support and care of the family and friends. This, my friends, is the most important thing a patient normally wants. Support, care, and nourishment, above all, is the precious gift a loved one can receive during this time. Dr. Hammer likes to speak of the dance around the patient. The spirit of GNM therapy could not be described any better. You have to be with the patient all the time when the patient is in distress so that he feels loved, cared, and he gets out and he can easily pass through the healing phase, the symptoms, and become symptom free. So, I am a homeopath. I have been practicing homeopathy and the role of homeopathy in the light of German New Medicine. So, German New Medicine helps us identify the exact biological conflict behind a patient's illness. Through careful case takings and studies, we understand what shocked the patient, when it happened, and how it was perceived emotionally. This gives us the cause of the symptoms at the psyche, brain, and organ level. Homeopathy can then help us translate this understanding into rubric form. The patient's fears, reactions, sensitivity, helplessness, anger, guilt, or shocked, all of which reflect the disturbed vital force. Homeopathic remedies work on a dynamic level, gently influencing the vital force, and when correct remedy is given, it helps the patient gain inner balance, clarity, and strength, making conflict resolution easier and more stable. As the conflict resolves, the body naturally moves towards healing, that is, the vagotonia. Normotonia or complete health is achieved when the psyche is at peace, the brain is balanced, and the organ has completed repair. In this way, GNM gives us the map of symptoms, and homeopathy provides the energetic support for true long lasting health, or lasting healing. So, along with the support, the practitioner support, the knowledge of GNM, the medicine, what is another most important thing is the diet. So, when the conflict is active, in the conflict active phase, the digestion slows down and the appetite is usually low. So, light nourishment or supplements may help maintain the energy. But when the healing begins, appetite returns and food becomes the real medicine, as the body needs good nutrition to repair the tissues. A healthy, preferably organic diet supports healing, but food alone cannot cure because illness begins and ends at the level of psyche. Severe malnutrition can itself disturb organ function. During the healing of cancer, protein rich food is very important as the body may lose large amount of proteins through discharges. Fasting, juice diets, or extreme raw diet during this phase can be dangerous and should be avoided. Foods and supplements act differently in different phases. Stimulants like vitamin C and coffee can reduce the healing symptoms such as pain, but is used incorrectly or in excess, they can increase stress or disturb healing. Therefore, diet and supplements should be used wisely in harmony with the phase of the biological program. Thank you so much.